Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, from wherever you're watching us from. This is Tupatane, and as you all know, we have been talking about relationships, and it is only fair for us to have a discussion with amazing and married people who can only share their story to encourage and to inspire each and every one of you. This is Tupatane. You can follow us on our Instagram page at Eagle Mamas, on our Facebook page at Eagle Mamas, and also on YouTube at Eagle Mamas. Please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification button to always be notified each and every time we upload a video. There's a quote that a lady, and I believe, or man called Fawn Weaver said, the greatest marriages are built on teamwork, a mutual respect, a healthy dose of admiration, and a never-ending portion of love and grace. And I believe this is what we will be expecting in today's interview. So without wasting time, let me invite this amazing couple on set today. It's humbling to even interview them. So, karibuni sana.
Thank you very much.
So, first of all, I think Janet, you can start introducing yourself.
Okay, my name is Janet Rahadia Chobo, and I'm a mother of two boys. I have two, let me say amazing boys.
Yeah.
18 and 15, yeah? 15 years old. We've been married for, this is our 22nd year.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
3 years.
2 decades and counting.
Yes, and counting.
Pastor Cho.
There's something she has not seen about us.
What?
What do you do?
Oh, I'm a professional, I'm a counselor by profession.
Okay.
Counselor by profession, and my passion is in marriage relationships and talking to couples on how we can do better so that we can be better in our relationships.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. As you all know, again, we have Pastor Chogo. He's our, can we say, the residential guest? You know, I'm a Zoya. But can you
Suspect.
not interview yourself? Not interview. But you know what? Introduce yourself formally to each and everyone who does not know.
Yeah, you trust me, I can interview myself. Well, Chobo is my name, Richard. I'm a pastor. That's my calling, my life. Yes, sometimes it's seasoned with a bit of coaching, which I've realized is a critical part of pastoring. And I have a passion also for family and leadership. That's where my heart beats a little more. I'm yet to decide. I think when I turn 50, then I'll decide if it's gonna be fully leadership or fully family. But it seems like leaning towards family. Yes, and I'm married to this lady. 20 some years. We've known each other for the longest. Yes.
Now, can I ask a question before we delve into today's just discussion? It's beautiful that as we are talking about relationships, Janet, you present, because I believe you're versed in this amazing, can I call it industry or just this space on relationships, and being the month of February, I believe you are part and parcel, you know, as people are everywhere buying flowers, people are asking for advices, people are delving in dating. Now, nimeona hesabu hapa kidogo inatucheza. You're sure it's 22. He's like, well, 20 something. Maybe he's counting and adding once. When did you start dating?
Well, the dating.
Yeah.
Oh, marriage this is our 22nd year,
Wow.
but the dating is. But they've known each other since we were in high school.
Wow.
Yes.
So, and maybe guys, I don't know where you are. Maybe this is the time to take a cup of tea or cup of water, a glass of water, a cup of coffee. Just sit down and listen to this amazing couple. Now, before we rush and maybe say other things, first of all, when or where did you meet?
Our parents happened to be working in the same organization, working with the city council. It was called city council then.
Okay.
And so we used to live in City Park.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were neighbors
Okay.
for the longest time, and we got to know each other more when we got into high school. We used to go for revival meetings somewhere in Jericho, and we would go to church together sometimes. And so I think then we got to know each other better, but there was nothing going on.
She thought. Now, what's your version? What's your version? Because maybe you're defining with what she's saying. You agree to disagree?
Okay, I first noticed her
Yeah.
because my dad used to love some vegetables,
Okay.
some Luya vegetables
Okay.
that her mom would make, and her mom would really do a good job on that. And so my dad, because we were being raised by a single dad, me and my siblings were 6 years being raised by this gentleman. So he would request the mother to make some veggies,
Vegetables.
and then the mother would give her the veggies to bring to our place.
And who was the receiver?
And this nice, proper lady. Her steps are measured. She's carrying those balls, with grace. And she's bringing them with a nice smile. She doesn't say much. And she goes, and I'm like, oh goodness, what is this?
So for you, you knew her and you saw her there.
Yes.
Now for her it was different. She was innocently bringing vegetables.
And
Yeah.
then I get to hear that she's, those ones for born again, for Jesus. And me, I'm not yet, some people think I was born again. I wasn't. I was some dude out there. So I get saved. I find Jesus. And when I find Jesus, she comes for a rally with another mighty man of God to our high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa,
What's up?
what's up? I'm like, I wasn't born again. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
And she takes me to church. She says, you have to come to our church. And so she took me to her church. That was one of my earliest Pentecostal experiences, because when I got saved, I went to a Baptist church. But then she pulled me on a Sunday to go to her church, to the Pentecostal church. And from that time, and the man of God was very prophetic,
Okay.
because the man of God met with us outside the church. He was greeting people. And
Yeah.
he came by us and asked if we are brother and sister.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man of God had seen something.
Okay.
You know,
It seems Janet, you never saw this.
no.
Selective ambition.
She,
I was born again.
for you knew my purpose and my passion is Christ.
I was going to heaven.
And now there's that guy comes and okay, I know you because I bring vegetables at your place. But I don't see anything. Now, who popped the first question? You or him? Oh, because who popped the first question? Like, can I be your girlfriend or can I be your
Yes.
Who? Him or you?
Yes.
Now,
I think those days, for growing up in those days, you would not propose to a guy.
Okay.
That's not the way I was taught. I think we were taught the guy is supposed to approach you. Don't even think about
Approaching.
Yes.
So if you've loved the man, wait.
Keep it in your heart.
I demand it.
Praise the Lord.
You're like God. I see this person.
Claim that person in the spirit.
So you're the first person who
Yeah,
asked the first question.
Yeah, but the day, there are two things that made me, now be determined.
Yeah, okay.
In as much as, a lot happened between the time I felt determined, to the time that she eventually agreed to my plan.
Okay.
The first time I felt this is the lady, we had finished high school, and so we are ex-cons, and the way ex-con manenos.
Yeah.
And so we have been hanging out with some other ex-cons, and in that group, there are some girls there who, began asking us what we get talking about our grades. I didn't get a very good grade by the way. And so one of those girls actually said, me, I cannot get married to someone who is not going to the university because my grade
Will not allow you.
and me, I felt so hurt by that statement, and others laughed about it because most of them are going to go to the university. A few of us were not going to go to university. So it was in jest, but it hurt me. So that day, I passed by her place in the evening, and I found she had made some nice ginger strong tea, lemons to what you about, and ground nuts. Now, a mom and her are experts in making groundnuts.
Okay.
So I'm doing the groundnuts, I'm telling you now, I was like in a so I think she knew them, and this is what they were saying, and I felt so bad. And she told me, you know what, if somebody really loves you, they'll not mind if you're going to university or not. I said,
This is a confirmation.
Spoken tongues. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I knew this one. After I could keep.
And so, Janet, for you never saw all these things? All this woman? Your mind, at that time, were you interested in someone else?
I had a very strict, my mom was very strict.
See what he's doing?
My mom was very strict then. And of course, there were boys around me.
Yeah, okay.
But there was nothing serious going on.
Yeah.
I think I would always think about my mom and I would get frightened.
You would refrain for such spaces.
I remember the time there's a young man who wanted to come and visit us at home.
Okay.
And I told my mom, hey, this guy wants to come and visit. My mom actually left the house and never came back.
Wow.
Yeah. So she, I don't know.
And how was it that she always had a soft spot for Richard?
But her mom would be okay with me.
Oh, because Pastor Richard at that particular time was a friend, a family?
I think so. A family friend. We knew each other. We knew the sisters, the father. Then the dad was like my mom's boss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So Pastor Richard, you knew that was an opportunity. There are houses whereby there's a poster or there's wordings on the wall. Be aware of the dogs. For Pastor Richard, he knew this house has no door, and I will come in any time.
Yeah, but the mom was quite
strict.
Was very tough, lawyer lady. But God granted us grace. I don't know. Our story is quite long, but let me just the other moment.
Okay.
The other moment that was the moment.
All right.
That moment. After that, niliamua liwalo na liwe. Okay, and as much as when now I through the first attempt, it was rejected.
I said no.
It was exactly. So my dad had passed on.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going our country for the funeral, and she accompanied me.
Yeah.
Shanks, right? She came Shanks for the funeral. And something amazing happened in that Shanks. There is this, normally when you go for Shanks funerals, you have to spend the night.
Yeah.
Normally, lawyers will come all over the place and they take up every corner. Even a place to sleep is a challenge. So we sat in the fireside with her. She chose to sit next to me.
She chose.
Fireside, yeah. Just picture this fire.
The fire.
Sitting, nice girl, this Jama. And then we have got this Walkman.
Okay.
And
now these were the days Walkman was the in thing.
In thing, like iPad and like the serious iPhone. So Walkman. I don't know what it was, but Walkman, and then it has got these earphones. So she would put for me earphones. She had some cassette, Keith Green. She likes a guy called Keith Green. Some old dude. Some old music, like it's sad music.
Country music? Or it's just
country-ish.
contemporary?
But very you know.
But at that particular point, there is no other way but just to listen.
That type of music was sweet. I don't fancy the music, but I was like,
For the moment, I'm okay with it.
whatever music, I'm okay with it. We scare, we listen to that music, you know, as we sat to and
Really
for
fun.
a moment.
No.
I knew this is a person who's sitting next to me when things are thick.
Alright.
This must become my wife. At
Wow.
some point. So later on, when I attempted, I said, you know, yeah, Jeff, you're my brother.
Do you think?
You're my brother. You're like family. How can you? It cannot happen.
Wow. The second time.
The first time, I
Uh-huh.
was so
Hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Tukasikiana kidogo.
Kashindwa, mimi ni brother yake. Now, in our generation, I don't know, maybe at that particular time, if there were lists, do you think you had a list? Who was your perfect man? And if he was the perfect man you were looking for at the time? If you had that list, you could end on a box like, well, I cannot see Pastor Richard in this. Did you have a perfect list? And did he tick all the boxes?
Is it really perfect? I think it's, of course, I need someone taller than me.
Okay.
I need someone who, my mind had not gone to, I wouldn't want to be married to a pastor.
Wow.
That's what I thought I was telling myself I'd rather get a clerk from the government. Yeah, so a pastor was not on my list at all. So somebody is taller than me, somebody who has money, who can take good care of me.
Okay.
and get me.
Now, for you, were you able to tick the boxes? Now, when he came and attempted and pursued you and asked you that question, can you be my girlfriend at the time? Was he able to tick, because he was tall, I believe,
Yes,
but at that particular time, he was not a pastor yet.
he was.
He was?
He was headed there.
Oh,
Like itinerant evangelist.
Yeah.
Wow. So how did you take that?
It was one, I didn't mind it because I had just lost my mom,
Okay.
who like I'd been alone for 5 years.
All
But
right.
then was coming and I lost my mom and I'd been living alone for quite some time. And so in my mind I thought I need someone who would not disappoint me. I don't want someone who I'll get married to and then later on either they walk away or they start beating me up or they start maybe they're drunkards. That's what I didn't want. I wanted someone who would love me.
Yeah.
Actually, I used to say that someone would love me the way my mom loved me. And so when he approached me, I thought, yeah, this is a better bet because one, I know him, I know his family,
Yeah.
we've been together for a while, so it would be a good bet for me.
Wow.
That's the first time and the second time.
That was the second time.
Oh, okay.
Was that Richard?
First time which box did I tick?
The first time was we had grown up together.
Okay.
Our families knew each other. We were all over each other. And so I thought this guy we'd grown up together. He's just like a brother to me. How would I even start? How would I even start getting married to him?
For you, you had already
Yeah.
said if I'm marrying someone, I'm not marrying someone I know.
Yes. In my mind, that's what I thought. But then when my mom passed, now things changed.
No.
I'd rather get someone
You
who I
know.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we are in this thing for
love.
keeps.
And that was Pastor Richard, the neighbor, the next door neighbor, the
And
family.
the hero comes along.
So, Pastor Richard, I believe you talked about a lot about Janet. Did you have a list? And did he take all? Did she tick all the boxes?
Yes, I had a list, but I was really mixed up in
Okay.
some sense because it was so bad at some point when I was deciding to do ministry, when I was here in the Deliverance Church,
Okay.
deciding to do ministry. Bishop had to tell me, Pastor David,
Yeah.
had to tell me, Richard, I'm sending you for this assignment. You're sending me to take care of our church.
Okay.
He said, you know, if I ever hear any stories about you and girls, you're going to be in a lot of, you'll not know what to do. Because I was getting so confused. At this list, I wanted a quiet person. I wanted a person who's like, you know, born again
All right.
and beautiful and It's beautiful. One day I would wake up and I would think beautiful is like skin. The other day I would wake up and I would just think dark skin is
It's beauty.
okay. Of course, I was ish about people who are a certain size because I didn't want them to end up being. But then again, another day I would wake up and somebody of that body size will just charm me, and so I would get confused. And it's big personality, but my list was number one, quiet person.
Because for you, you're on the other side of the spectrum.
I want somebody to listen to my stories.
Okay.
Okay? Not somebody to begin to compete.
You want an audience.
If criteria number one that would put me off is chatterbox.
Wow.
Chatterbox girls,
Mhm.
I wouldn't even want to have anything to do with them.
Okay.
But there's this graceful, quiet, I knew at some point I may become a pastor.
Mhm.
So, I wanted somebody who hata niaibisha huko mbele.
Unasikia ni kama mko wawili. Unaongea nyi wote. Nani anasikia wengine? Now, there's an unknown person who say, never marry the one you can live with, but marry the one you cannot live without. And maybe that's the most important thing. And I would like us to take a 5 minutes break. And once you're back, we'll be able to continue with these amazing conversations. So stay tuned, don't touch that dial.
Imagine a life where all children get a fair chance to grow, learn, not worry, and just be happy. Because no child should carry the burden of worry in their minds. Imagine a life where one child does not ridicule another because they have less and ends up making them feel less of a person just because they cannot afford the basics. Imagine a life where all children interact on a level playing field because at the end of the day, they are just kids and none of them should feel less or better than the other. Imagine a life where all school-going children are dignified the same way and no one has to walk in shame with their heads bowed. Now stop imagining, because we need to create this kind of life for all children before it's too late, because it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. We need to create environments where children feel safe and brave enough to tell us what scares them. An environment where going to school brings about excitement to learn and not the fear of being ridiculed by others because of your humble background. An environment where no matter what, a child sees school as a place where they feel comfortable enough to gain the knowledge that brought you there in the first place. An environment where girls and boys are taught how to take care and value themselves. We have made steps and even walked miles to be able to create this kind of environment for our children. Every day, we strive to put a smile on a child's face by doing the most we can and appeal to you to join our cause. At Ewemwa, we aim to restore and bring back the dignity that our children may have lost in ways they cannot explain. We need your help so that we can keep this hope alive, because our children are counting on us and we cannot fail them.
So welcome back, each and every one of you. Hope you're still tuned in. This is an amazing conversation that I believe we can desire, and we desire to have this even more. But only we have this for allocated time. Hope you're getting much out of this time. And without even wasting time, let's get back. Before we went for a short break, I read a quote from an anonymous writer who said, never marry the one you can live with, but marry the one you cannot live with. What do you think?
You cannot live without.
Yeah, that which you cannot live without. What do you think?
It's a heavy statement. It's heavy. And yeah, you cannot live without. Yeah, you cannot live without.
Yeah, it's like you can't live without oxygen, right? You can't live without eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm processing. You cannot live without.
This is the person that you really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who can compliment you.
Mhm.
Not just a person that you can just enjoy their company per se, but somebody that can really be part and parcel of your life.
Yeah.
So I think that's critical.
That's the essence, yeah.
Now, for you, do you think this quote represents you? Now, you know, well, not really essential living without, because maybe for you, you think it's very demanding when you say living without, which means you cannot live without. So, if oxygen is taken away, you die.
Yes.
So, do you think you complement one another?
I think we do. Considering our personalities are very different.
Mm-hmm.
Richard is an extrovert, I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a way we cover for each other. I was saying the other day we were doing something and I was telling him, you're the one who has a lot of gab, you talk a lot, so please take this and carry it with you. I can back you from behind. So he's the happening person in the house.
Do you, and so who is the strict person between you two?
I think I am.
Why? Why are you not strict, Pastor Richard? Yes.
It's me. It's my personality type. I'm a sanguine, and then with a bit of choleric, sprinkled. Very little.
Kidogo.
Very little. I think I should have been sanguine. And then extroverted, person completely. And so because of that, I don't like, ruffling feathers. I want people to be nice to me and I want to be nice to everyone.
Yeah.
If I had all the money in the world, I would just be helping people with the money.
Everyone.
And if, my kids, if they just, show a hint of being sorry, I decide they are sorry. But for her, she's like, no.
Sorry is not only. We are not ending at sorry.
This guy will not play Xbox for a month. Just
Wow.
Ni sawa, kesho utacheza. A month. So for her, it's about, and I've almost landed the family into a lot of problems because of my, being spontaneous, being extroverted, because sometimes when it comes to money, I spend a lot. I'm very impulsive. And so a lot of times, almost landed, that's story for another day, landed
sure.
family into a lot of trouble. But she kind of just brings back the ship back to, where it's supposed to be and says, no, see, the many times we've sat down late into the night, she's just telling me you shouldn't have done this and done this, structure things. It's been very helpful. Very helpful. And also the children discipline. Yeah. But the funny thing, they used to fear her a lot when they were children, younger boys, but now they really love her more than they talk to her more than me. And I was trying to be the nice guy.
Mr. Nice Guy is around. What do you want?
Yeah. But nowadays, they're confiding in her.
You're wondering, what's up?
I thought I was a nice guy. Yeah.
Also, just even, and maybe it's a depiction of how indeed Proverbs 31 woman is, and maybe it's not pressure generally, but just how even how you're praising her. And maybe I would first ask, as we even are almost concluding with this amazing show, what is that one thing you've ever wished to tell Pastor Richard? And then maybe, I don't know how you call him at home, but please tell him that one thing. But you never know, you've never gotten that opportunity to just look him into the eyes and you have never told him, this is that opportunity. Well, what is that one thing you want to tell him? Either you're proud of.
You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
One thing I One thing, I find Richard very, very wise. Okay, he's an extrovert, but he has a calm wisdom. Subconsciously. Yes.
Yeah.
He's quite calm. So.
Oh. Pastor Richard, what is that one thing you always think of if you would have written a book, you'd write about it and dedicate it to your wife? What is that one thing you have ever wished for and you've never gotten an opportunity to tell your wife? This is that opportunity.
Well, Janet, I think I really appreciate the fact that you're a hard worker. I mean, you work hard for the family. I mean, I remember this Sunday morning, very early morning, this past Sunday, a couple of days ago, waking up very early, and it's rained, it's flooded the compound, but you have to sort out so many things. I tried to come and help you, but I looked at the water outside and I thought, no, but you're wading in the water, you're doing all that. So I just decided to make you a cup of tea. But I just appreciated how hard you work. I'm telling you, if you would not be in my life, I don't know what would happen. Because there's a lot that you do that we take for granted, me and the boys, and we really appreciate. And I appreciate how your hands, they have really made a difference in our lives. Yeah.
Also, guys, and it's indeed you can feel the love in the air, and it's only fair because it's evident. They say love is not only a feeling, but it's a choice, and it's evident to see between Pastor Chogo and Janet that it is a choice that they have decided. And maybe your last words. What is the advice you can give to those people who are seriously dating, those people who are single, and those people who are newly married?
If you're dating, I was telling, we were doing the break, and I was saying, get busy, do something with yourself. Don't just sit waiting for Mr. Right to come and find you. Get busy, and if you're going to school, keep going to school. If you're working, if you're doing business, keep doing business. Let them find you doing something with yourself than just sitting and waiting for Mr. Right to come. For those who are married, marriage is it's a journey. We say marriage is a journey, and marriage is not easy. And you need to put in the work. And most of our marriages sometimes get broken because of selfishness. We're just selfish. We just want things to be done our way. We just want things to be done for us. Is there a place for you thinking about the other person and not being selfish and considering other people as God's word would say, consider other people, do good to other people than you would just the way you want them to do for you. So position yourself in a place of not being selfish, considering other people better than yourself, considering your spouse better than yourself, than just thinking about you and you and you. Yes, that's what I would say.
What about the single?
Or the single, I told them they should get busy and find themselves and find, know yourself, know what you like to do, know what you're about, and not just being all over the place, but people wonder what kind of a person you are. Find yourself, call yourself into a meeting and discover yourself. But by the time you're getting the other partner, you're not getting someone and you don't know what you want. And so this person ends up dictating what they would want you to do rather than you looking for what you're passionate about, you want to do in life, you want to engage yourself in. So know yourself better.
That's very good.
Yeah, I think I would throw in 3 words that have become one of those things that I've valued. Whenever I talk to young people who are dating, want to get married, those 3 words come to mind. The 3 words that Samson, very gifted leader in the Old Testament, failed to take heed of, and he landed into a lot of trouble in the hands of women. These 3 words are master, mission, met. If you're going to get involved with someone, make sure that the whole issue of master, are you submitting to the same master in terms of a relationship with God? Or is one of you, the master is money, the other one, the master is God? So sort out the issue of master, sort out the issue of relationship with God first, and what you consider to be the most important thing in your life. What's the idol in your life? What's the goal in your life? If you're not on the same page, you're not going to go far in marriage. Number 2, mission. You need to get married or aligned or date with somebody who's going in the same direction that you're going in terms of. It doesn't mean that both of you must be having the same mission written down, but missions should complement. Missions should align in some way. And so, where are you going? I mean, can you walk with each other? So, mission. If you have not figured out your life purpose, you will burden somebody else. I mean, the best young people are those who have figured out life purpose, and then they meet with somebody else who has figured out life purpose, they have a conversation, and they start a journey, and that becomes very helpful. And lastly, get involved with somebody who is simply friendship. Somebody who you have a bit of friendship with, and develop that friendship. In fact, before you make any commitment, develop some measure of friendship, because the journey in marriage is a journey that requires you to be with a friend because of the way it looks like and the challenges that come with it. If friendship is some thin thread for you, it's going to be hard. So master, mission, met. And even those who are living words, align these things before you go far. If you don't align the issue of master, mission, and met the earliest possible, you're going to run into a lot of terrible headwinds coming your way. It's not my advice for you, master, mission, met. And Samson did not take care of that. I ended up with people who are sharing different lordships, worshiping idols or worshiping God. People, Delilah, is it Delilah? Our mission was different. Our mission was, to sabotage God's people, and Samson's mission was to serve God's people. And they're not friends. I mean, he just went and picked women, just just seeing them around and just picking them and ending up with them, and so you go into a lot of trouble.
Awesome stuff. Where can people find you? Either on social media or for you working as a counselor? How can people get, if someone wants maybe advice or a counselor to talk to, how can they get to you?
Facebook, La Famille.
Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so you can just, Google Richard, Facebook, Richard Chogo,
Uh-huh.
and Rahabia Chogo. We're on Facebook.
Awesome.
All right.
Guys, indeed, Marilyn Monroe said something. Experts on romance say for a happy marriage there has to be more than a passionate love. For a lasting union, that they insist there must be a genuine liking for each other, which in her book is a good definition for friendship. There's nothing more we can say. Follow the three things: master, mission, met. My name is Steve Kamau. Tune in next time, same place, same time. Thank you very much.